Hey everybody. Oh goodness, I'm on a minute early so that Tracy can find me and get me sent out. How's everybody doing? I hope the air comes on here pretty soon because I'm about to melt in here. See if everybody hops on. This is just a Dollar Tree sponge. Hey Carol Ann. See how everybody's doing tonight? My goodness, I'm about to burn up in here. I needed a good old t-shirt on instead of this little thing right here. Hey Andrea, hey Leona. It is 9:45 and it's my time for Craft Around the Clock. Hey Ruth. Okay, Jeff and I stopped at Dollar Tree today after we left Haley and Mike and little TJ. And I went in to get those frames, those really ornate frames that has a really ugly looking snake and a person in them. And they didn't have them, so I found this one. And look at this. This guy looks really cute until you kind of... Let me take the picture out. Maybe I'll do the picture. You see right there, his face changes a little bit. There we go. He gets kind of scary looking like that right there, like he's a zombie or something. Can't see it right there. But, oh gosh, I can see it right here. There, see? If I do that, maybe you can see just a little bit. He gets a little ugly there. We're not going to use this because this is creepy to me. We're going to toss that aside. We're going to use this frame. It is a little freaky. I've got something else that went with it too. I can't wait to put it together. We're going to go ahead and paint this frame black. And I know you're going to say it's already black, but I want my rust kit to stick to it. So we're just going to paint it with some, ooh, don't drop. Some Waverly black chalk paint. Hey, Shar. I'm about to burn up in here. My goodness. I'm going to just take a big brush here. We're just going to put a quick coat of black on it and dry it. Hey, Cindy. Because this is just slick plastic. And if I put some chalk paste on it, my rust kit ought to work. I'm hoping. I'm a-hoping. Because I am going to put kind of a creepy piece of paper in it. Not as creepy as that one, though. I am not really a creepy Halloween person. I don't mind like the black cats and the bats and the ghosts and stuff like that. But some stuff just really creeps me out. Hey, Michelle. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to go ahead. It's hard to see where I've got black paint here. So I'm going to have to just kind of hold it at my lights. I didn't tell you guys last night when I got ready to go live, like 2 minutes before, my stand broke. And I had to hold it up with a... big dowel stick. So today Jeff and I went by Best Buy and I found a new stand and we got home and it was about to eat my lunch putting it up. It wasn't easy. Oh my goodness. A brain bleed. That's scary. You need to be careful. I tell you what, I'm the world's worst about falling. World's worst about falling. Okay, I'm just going to give this a good coat on the outside. Hey, Karen Martinez. But little TJ, I tell you what, I miss him already. He's just a little sweetheart. Well, all three of my grandsons are, but I don't get to see him very often. I'm going to go ahead and dry just that little bit right there so I don't get black all over me. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Diane. I worked a little bit, getting a little bit more room cleaned back, and I'm going to work again tomorrow. Tomorrow I need to do some orders, so if you've got an order in tomorrow, it'll be cut and it'll be shipped tomorrow. Oh, good. There came on that air. Well, thank you, Karen. I usually come on every night, except Sundays, but this Sunday is Crafty Sixters. And I will definitely be skipping a night here or two, only because that's what Facebook wants. Jeff is doing good. Really good. Hey, Reba. Hey, Judy. Because next week I'm going to be gone to the event in Oklahoma City. The Crafty Edge has her event. And Sheila, Cindy, and Char and I are going to be the presenters there. Some of the presenters. Oh, Reba, how come? I see you on here. Your oldest 3 are grown and Reagan is 7. Wow. Oops, I got a little bit of a dip in there. Oh, well, good, Robin. Hey, Sue. Oh, we'll keep you in our prayers, Reba. Hey, Barb from Central Louisiana. We're going to paint this up, and we're going to put some rust on it here and there. Well, thank you, Sissy. I appreciate that. Tonight, I plan on taking pictures of everything behind me and getting it on my website. That is what I've got planned for me tonight. Because I'm not going to have another auction. Auctions are hard work. We sure will, Reba. Sure will. But we took the kids out to eat lunch. TJ was flirting with the waitress we had. Shar, if you're on here, kind of keep an eye out for me, please. Hey, Pearl. I told Jeff to, but I bet he fell asleep. I can see where I've got, because it's a little mat where I've got my stuff. I don't know who tonight is the late crafter, but make sure you guys are all over on Crafter on the Clock, because there is going to be a late night crafter tonight. I don't know who it is, but it'll be somebody really good, I'm sure. Whoa, that lost that. But my new stand actually has a place where I can hook up like 2 lights on it and my ring light. And so I'm hoping that's going to be better from now on. Thank you, Carolyn. Hey, Jill. If you get a chance today, go look at my short video I did this morning with the pine cones. I absolutely loved how that came out. It really surprised me how easy it came together. And let me paint this real quick and I'll show it to you. But it's just a 4-minute video, and I appreciate you guys all go watch it and share it out. Trying to see where I'm at here. Sometimes painting black on black, you can't really tell where you're at. But I want my paint to stick, so I'm just putting some chalk paint on it. Because sometimes plastic is really picky. Hey, Francis. Thank you, Valerie. Whoops. I'm glad I dried that. I got them actually from Hobby Lobby, and they're the ones that have the little pine cones in them. And they were always on like the 40% off. And I bought one, and then I had one left from last year, and I thought surely that'd be enough. But it came really close to not being enough. So it was enough. You can kind of adjust it a little bit. If you have any others that you can put in there that are small. You know, some of those I put in there were a little bit big. Oh, yeah, please go share it publicly. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Nope, they weren't scented, and I wish they were. Because that would have been awesome. But you know, I can go get some of those spray, like cinnamon and stuff like that. Okay, I think I've got pretty much black everywhere that matters. Okay. Excuse me. Got a frog in my throat. Well, hey, Terry, how are you doing? I've been missing you. It is from Dollar Tree. It's from Dollar Tree. It had this little picture right here in it. Really cute guy, really ugly guy. Cute, ugly. And it has an added bonus to it too, believe it or not. Hey, Michelle. I meant to put something underneath me here. I'm trying to keep at least one good surface underneath me. And I got some black paint on it. I guess I need to put me some clear, what do we call it? Clear shelf liner, the sticky kind, on it so that I can clean it off. If they really do have pretty frames, it's just what's inside of it's really ugly. Okay, trying to get this side right here dry. Because we have until, see, 9:45 to 10:30. Laugh, Love, Create is late night. That sounds, well, I'll be watching for sure. I will be watching for sure. Okay, we got that good and dry. And let me try to get this wet paint up right here because I don't want to get it on my rice paper. I'll have to get this off tonight because I was really trying to keep my little Fiskars mat clean. Okay. I have got a rust kit here from Miss Lillian's No Wax Chalk Paint. I used to sell it in my shop. And when I closed my shop, when Jeff got sick, I just brought everything home. So let me get a piece of parchment paper here and put underneath it. So that I don't get it all over. Let me just set my paint there. Let me put my sponges up here. I'm just going to take a sponge. This is just a Dollar Tree sponge, and I cut it into pieces. And I'm going to start out with the yellow. And this is gritty. It's got like sand in it, and you could probably make this. I'm going to try making some of it to see if it comes up. I am not an early riser since I retired, Judy. Not since I retired. I am not early at all. If I can sleep 5 minutes later, I'm happier. But I'm up so late at night. I'm just kind of putting some yellow here. We're just going to put a little bit of rust on it. A little bit of yellow. And I'm going to dry that real quick because I don't want it to get muddy. But what I was saying is I think I can make this. I think I'm going to show the people in my crafting group how to make it. I did show that one tree that I did. I think you're asking Terry. Terry, have you gone back to doing your crafting page? Because I haven't seen it. Oh, me too. I love finding old frames. All right, now I'm going to come in. I'm going to take this brown. And this is just like a really, let me just show you. I think if you took sand, like that real fine sand, and put a little bit of white glue, because it's got to stick, and put your color in it. And it's going to have this kind of a texture right here. It's a gritty, sandy, and it gives really good texture. I think you can probably make it. I'm going to take a little bit on this and just kind of go over it. Go over that yellow just a little bit. Let me get a stipple brush. I'm going to try using a little stipple brush. Sometimes that works a little bit better. And I'm still letting some of that yellow that come through. And we're just going to add it in different places here. Now I'm going to go ahead and let that be a little bit grungy. And I'm going to grab another brush here. This is the orange color. And it's the same thing. It's just a little bit gritty. Hey, Betty. And this is a kind of a bright orange. And we're going to mute it down. We're going to put some brown over the top of it and some yellow. And just keep layering it. Last night I found out it's not my laptop that wasn't charging, it was the cord. I'm going to just put some of this in here without the yellow. And let me just show you what this is looking like. That looks awful bright in there, doesn't it? Awful bright. And then let's come back with a little bit more of the yellow. And let me get another stipple brush because that worked a little bit better. Here's one. That's a pretty stiff brush. That looks like a brush that I need to... Oh, wait, there it goes. It just needs to be crunched up. I'm just kind of stippling a little bit here and there. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Carolyn. I wish I'd brought my laptop over here, or my iPad over here. I'm going to go back in and get a little bit more orange. And I tell you what, I'm going to put a little bit of black on my thing here. Let me see what I can use to get some black. I don't need a whole lot. So we can kind of tone down these colors just a little bit. Let me get a little bit of orange on here. Kind of tone it down just a little bit. Oh, thank you, Melody. We kind of tone down that orange just a little bit to make it look a little bit more rusty. And I'm just tapping it on. Sometimes I think the more you tap it, it kind of mutes the colors just a little bit and they mix together really good. Make sure I get over all that bright yellow. You have that yellow right there. Tap in and get a little bit more of that. These bristles are so stiff, I can tap in there without mixing it up. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing with that brown. Take a little bit of that brown. I'm going to mix it right in that yellow and that orange. And let me show you what we got going so far. Oh, it was miserable here today too. That looks really bright in there, but in here, I've got 3 lights on it, so that's why it looks so bright. Finally cooling off in Southern Cal. I tell you what, it was hot here today. We were walking into Best Buy and I just told Jeff, I said, I wished I'd wore shorts today because it was miserable. Okay, I need to work down here because this is awful bright. But this is just like a sandy paint, and it has I would say probably a little bit of, because when you open it up, it has kind of this milky texture on top that's really thick. And I think if you use just a little bit of clear glue. Ooh, 102, that's awful, Leona. Let me get my yellow. I got a stick in my yellow right here. Let me put a bit of yellow over here. Let me get a little, oh, that, my orange is a little bit thicker. My yellow is a little bit looser. And I kind of got that black and brown. And it kind of makes a muddy, rusty color. And I'm just going to lightly go over all this other areas, just a little bit here and there to give it a little bit all over it. I think this is going to be cute. Like I said, I'm not really a Halloween person, but I think my son-in-law is really going to like this. Because I have a feeling I'm going to give it to him. Because Jesse kind of likes this kind of thing. Jesse kind of likes this thing. I think that's really turning out good. What do you think? I know that it's bright, and it's not that bright in real life. Because I have a huge light on it up there. Oh, 105 in Phoenix. Oh my goodness. That's miserable. I'm just going to keep tapping and tapping and tapping. I'm going to go ahead and come here on my sides because I don't want to forget the sides because we're going to see the sides. And I'm just kind of tapping in all those colors. That's a little bright. Just so that this matte color has a little bit of something on it. Like that. Hey, Tony McGee. Well, hey, Carol. How are you doing? And there's my outer edge there. And I'm not worrying about the paint coming off because this is pretty gritty stuff. Oh, thank you, Sissy. I like doing this kind of stuff. It's the picture I'm going to put in here that's not my stuff. Like I said, I'm going to go out of my comfort zone when I'm making this. To me, I like old and grungy, but not old, grungy, and scary. Jeff's doing really good. Really good. I tell you what, we are so grateful for the kidney that he got because it has allowed us, now that he can do some things, to be able to be free to go visit our daughter. Because, you know, sometimes traveling with a baby is hard. And this way we can, you know, actually go and see her. I told her this time I would try seafood because I do like their seafood out there better because it doesn't smell fishy. It doesn't smell fishy. I'm just not a fishy smelling eater. Okay, we're just about done painting this, and then we're going to put our paper on. And you can see all this grit right here that's falling off. I know you probably can't see it, but it's got this sandy grit that's falling off. Oop, that was a little too bright. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and mute it down and just leave it there. I got just a little bit more up here. Right there. A little bit down here. You could keep just playing with this all you want, but I think that's all I'm going to do to that. Let me go ahead and take these out and get my lids. I've got lids here somewhere. Because, guys, I am the world's worst about spilling something. It never fails. I will spill something. So I'm going to go ahead and, you can hear that grit. I've been taking my brush. I've been really good about taking my brushes in every night and washing them. But then I forget to bring them back out here. Hear that grit? This stuff lasts a long time because I closed my shop in 2021 and I still have these. As long as I keep them tight, they're good. Okay, there's all my junk. And let me go ahead and dry this real quick. And if you see it back from here, it doesn't look quite so done. It's called Miss Lillian's No Wax Chalk Paint. It's called the Southern Rust. And it comes in a kit of 3. Like I said, I've had it for a long time. And it feels really rust. You know how rust will have like a gritty feel? That's what it feels like. It feels like it's a gritty feel on here. You could use cinnamon and paint. Same thing. Ooh, French fries. But the texture is really, really gritty. If you could feel it, it's real gritty. Because right here is all of the sand stuff that came off. If you can see that right there, all that sand. And I didn't bring a trash can over here. That's okay. Let me get my seat up here. We're going to take this back and I'm going to have to get a piece. I wasn't thinking about this. I may have to get a different piece and put it in here. I may have to take this because this back okay, we can still see. I am going to Mod Podge on the back of this. It's white. We may as well use it, but we're going to use this paper right here. And we're going to Mod Podge on that thing. It's like a plastic. It's almost like, it kind of reminds me of that home interior plastic that we used to get. I need this to come down just a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and use this back because it came in with a little spacer that I can use. And it's really, really cute. Yeah, that paint, it's called a rust kit. So it's made that way. But like I said, I think you could make it. If you had some paint, and we may try it one night on here. We may try it one night. Let's go ahead and cut this off. Hey, Shayna. Let's go ahead and cut it off. This is one of Decoupage Central is selling these right now. They're selling these as a full sheet, and you have like this for busted canvases. So it makes it a no-brainer. A no-brainer. It's kind of gritty right there. Let me grab my Mod Podge. I'm going to go ahead and just Mod Podge on this. It's white. We're not going to have to worry about it. I'm not going to iron it because this is plastic. Let's go ahead and we're just going to Mod Podge on this because I have to have a sheet that they'll show through because this actually has a eerie sound when you have a little button in the back. It makes it really cute. Just a little bit more Mod Podge here. I want to make sure that sticks because I'm not going to iron it, so I'll make sure it's on there good. And we're just going to repurpose this. And I do know my paper needs to come down as far as I can get it. And it needs to come over just a tad. For the eyes to be right. Boy, that sticks on there really good. Now, I'm going to take my dryer and I'm going to hold it back because I don't want this to melt and crinkle up on me. This is a cute pumpkin picture. It's like a guy coming out of a canvas. I don't particularly care for this picture, but we're gonna make it work. The reason why I'm using this is because I need something that'll come through the lights will. And there's nothing on that for me to save. Now I'm going to take my fingers, I'm just going to tear out these little notches. We got little bitty notches. That's where our screws have to go in. Oh yeah, my son-in-law will like this. Jesse will like this. He's kind of likes those things. Okay, I just took a little nip out of those. You see, I need where my holes go. And I've got some things to put in this too. We're going to put this picture down. It kind of goes right around those little places there. And then I've got this board we're going to put on it. And I've got some things here we're going to paint and put on it. And let me get all my screws here. Because if I don't put the screws back in now, we will never find them. Because these are itty bitty screws. But it's got like, 2, 4, 6 screws in it. We can get those real quick. My TV popped on, it scared me. Oh, it did, Teresa? We didn't get anything today. It was supposed to be a little cloud, but we didn't have any clouds. It was straight out hot in Tulsa. I thought I had 6 screws. Maybe I only had 5. Maybe I got a small one over there. Because I put them all up here. I don't see another one. Let's stick one right here, and then we'll stick another one on this other side. Excuse me. Oh. Thank goodness that's magnetic. Oh, here it is. We got 6 screws. If you guys would all go watch my little cone tree, I'm going to show it to you here before I hop off. It was so much fun to make. So easy to make. Took a lot. I think I took 3 sticks of glue is what I used. Then did I get that in the right? Yep, I got it in right. All right. This is what it looks like so far. Okay? Just like that. We're going to take that off. We're going to set it up there. And I've got a ghost, a small bat, and I've got a crow. We're going to paint these. We're going to stick on there. Let's go ahead and get our black for our crow. I had some more bats and I had a spider web, and I can't find my spider web. I can't find my crow, my bigger crow. Oh, thank you, Sherry. I tell you what, it was fun to make. It was fun to make. We got a crow. We're going to glue on. And we got a small black bat. I had some bigger ones. I wish I could have found my bigger ones. I've got a sack floating around here with a bunch of embellishments. I'm getting ready to make up some scrap kits too. And I got a bigger blackbird. Looks like he didn't cut all the way, but that's all right. That's probably why he was in my reject pile. I figured if I had enough time, I could paint these and stick on there. And we got our ghost here. Let me find a bigger brush here, and I got some white. Because we have 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and give us a white ghost. It's going to be a cute little ghost. Always need a ghost. Make you look a little happy. Well, thank you, Sissy. We'll make him look not so scary. Come on. My paint wants to be really thin tonight. Okay, let's go ahead and dry this. Oop, I splattered my stuff. See if I can unsplatter it. I wasn't even thinking about that splattering. Wasn't even thinking about it. Hey, Sue. All right, let's get a little itty bitty brush here. Let's paint us some black eyes. My brush is a little bit big, but it's got a little cutout there. I'll have to make those a little bit rounder later. Okay, where's a brush? Let's get a little tiny brush. Let's see if we can fix those eyes. I should have just got my markers. He's got a little wonky looking eye. Almost like he's crying black tears. That one's not very good either. Why is it when you need a good brush, you can't find a good brush? That's better. That one's better. I got some little score lines right here. I'm just going to highlight them. And there's our little ghost. Let's just get our paint off of here. Our white paint. They look like they're farmhousey looking now with that white on there. Yeah, they sure will have eyes like Bonnie the Bunny. Thankfully. I'm over feeling bad about that one. Because you got to learn to laugh at yourself. You got to learn to laugh at yourself. Because if you don't laugh at yourself, it's a sad day. You do, Cherry? I do too. I tell you what, Emma Grace cracks me up. She can be the most hilarious kid. And that orange isn't very good. So you know what we're going to do? We're just going to use our orange rust. Because I've got that handy. I'm just going to use the orange rust. Give him a little textured nose. Give him a little bit of orange. There we go. One way to make it orange, right? Okay. Let's get our hot, we're just going to use some hot glue. We're going to take this little head, and he's not on there all the way. We're just going to stick it down his head and his body. Just like that. Those eyes still look pretty pitiful. I'm going to have to put this ghost. This ghost is a little big. I may not use that ghost. I may not use that ghost. That ghost is kind of big. Let's go ahead and sand him just a little bit. I've got some sandpaper right here. Everything that I use, I stuck right here in this little container. There it is. Let's just sand him just a little bit so he doesn't look so flat. Probably easier if I just put him down like that, wouldn't it? We got 3 minutes here. We're good. We are good. Okay, let's do this one up here. Maybe that ghost, we might put a smaller one on him. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. He's a little bigger than what I thought. A little bit bigger than what I thought. We'll make him a little shabby. That way he kind of matches our frame. Okay, we're going to glue him right here. He's going to sit right there. He's in a good spot. And I think I'm going to set this one. Let me find a flat spot. Right about there. Like he's looking down at him. Like he's gone crazy. Oh, thank you. I think my ghost is a little bit... Oh, got a bat. We got a bat. I think my ghost is just a little bit those edges. Let's put a little bit on here, and you got to hear what this is saying. Now watch this. Isn't that cute? It came from Dollar Tree. I think Jesse will love this. Just the fact that it makes a sound. I'm going to take this apart, and I'm going to make sure the eyes are up here a little bit higher so it'll come out in the eyes. And I think Jesse will like this. It's up his alley. Up his alley. All right, everybody, I'm going to hop off here. You guys all have a great evening, and go over to Craft Around the Clock so you guys can catch the late night crafter. Have a great day, everybody.